Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, what was I here to speak about? Oh, yeah. Why don't footballers stand for anything in the Premier League, especially, or in general? Now, before I start, of course they stand for something. Of course they all have morals and values. I'm not attacking them and stuff. Those of you who've got common sense, you use it. What I mean by that is you typically see in America, fair enough, the culture in America is different. You can kind of say what you want in America. In England, depending on who you are, you can say what you want. Because I've seen some people get away with some serious comments, like an M word in the wood pile or whatever the old school term was, and get away with it. But yeah, moving on. We know the culture is different and them things there. But you see it in NFL. You saw it, especially that you saw everybody that knows about NFL, and even if you don't, you saw a big thing made of the taking a knee, taking a stand. Owners were acting and were hating it. Then they stopped acting because they saw everybody was on the madness. So imagine, okay, I'm not naive. Of course, it's not going to happen here. But imagine, especially the players of minorities, imagine they did something similar until racism, or at least club. I'm not naive. I'm going to sit here and say until racism stops, but until UEFA, the Prem, whatever organisations actually introduce, for instance, proper proper punishments for being racist or using foul language of people of color or whatever color you are. To be honest with you, NFL, if they took that approach, they would have got it done. You see it in the NBA as well. You also see, and I'm not gonna sit here again. Footballers do help causes close to them, and a lot of them do things outside of their time. Raheem Sterling does a lot for charity, for example, but he's just labelled a flashy you. It doesn't matter if he goes Poundland, he's spending £1 million in Poundland according to the Daily Mail, etc. But yeah, so I'm not suggesting they don't, but NBA, they do this thing as well. So why you don't really see it in football? Like, they do have, from time to time you hear political views and things, but it's almost like it's hush hush. Like, no, you can't say what you want. You can't have an opinion. Now we know that's the hush hush society we live in this country, sadly. Because even if all we got to do is look at how slavery started school. I mean, I can specifically tell you, because I was told outside what was happening. I knew, but we were just told it happened in America and things. It happened in this very damn country that I live in as a black Briton as well. In fact, people were compensated for this. And I didn't learn a damn thing about that in secondary school. We just used to watch Roots, and obviously, those of you who've watched that know how lazy putting that on in the lesson is. You didn't learn anything really. So we know we live in a different society, kind of PG-ish society versus America. Because you can, whether you're white, black, whatever minority, you can say what the hell you want in America, to be honest with you. If you back it up, and I say back it up because there's no logic to it, but if you ride that truth enough, you get somewhere. Look at Trump. He come up saying mad stuff, doing mad stuff, like behaving mad, like just doing mad stuff. Like, I'm not saying people don't behave mad and move mad here, but you kind of got a pattern up here versus there. Like, if you've got enough clout, if enough men agree with you, depending on who you are, you can do mad things in America, to be honest with you. And that's why a lot of people become celebs or personalities or whatever. But on that note, man, guys, deluded, I'm out, man. I don't really think there's much to say any much here, man, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, clubs would give a damn if for instance, and I'm only using that as an example, taking a knee or whatever against racism until racism stops. I'm only using that as an example. But if they did something like that, you would see and not just that cause, anything, but you would see a change, because it would hurt clubs' pockets. It would hurt people where it counts as pockets. You would do away with these lazy pennies on the dollar fines that clubs get for being racist, etc. Not guilty, lack of evidence, all of this nonsense. I'm out, man. Get in a comment, subscribe, follow me on my socials, DGuna04. Thanks for watching, people.